So these are just some statistics that I found. 72% of moms with children over 1 year old work. It's a really high percentage. And interestingly, this is the same percentage as childless women. I don't know if the demographics are the same, though, in terms of education level. It may be that it shifts slightly within different demographic groups. And 55% of moms with a child under 1 year old work. So that's a lot. It's a lot of people. Moms with full-time jobs spend 13 hours each day working at the office or at home on family chores. Professional working women do leave the workforce in large numbers. These are some other statistics that I found. This one in particular is that full-time work grows less attractive to moms. So over the past 10 years, the numbers have changed. Full-time work in 1997, was more popular than it was in 2007. Part-time work has become more popular. Not working has stayed just about the same. So that's for working moms and for at-home moms. Actually, not working within the at-home mom population became more popular. But again, this is real. It's real data. That's important data that's being studied and evaluated by important research groups as well.
Here is Marjorie.
So they also asked the question, what working situation would be ideal for you? And the most popular for children, parents with children under 18 was working part-time for mothers. For fathers, working full-time was the most popular choice. I don't know if I understand this statistic exactly. For mothers with children under 18, employed part-time was the people who worked part-time favored part-time. People who were not employed preferred not being employed. People who worked full-time preferred part-time. This is a little bit interesting. Working moms give themselves lower parenting marks. So how good of a job is it perceived about if you're working? So employed full-time moms gave themselves slightly lower ratings, or a larger percentage of them gave themselves a 7 to an 8 than part-time and not employed moms. The not employed moms considered themselves to be better, for what that's worth. And the very low rankings were kind of consistent. So it's just a perception of how well they felt they were doing. So why is this important? Opportunities and work for moms contributes to wage discrimination. It assumes dependency on someone else that can have unintended consequences in a culture. Workforce reentry challenges are significant, and these kinds of complex issues contribute to setting the bar lower in the first place, which is how there was a kind of a popular talk that's on YouTube that was at a TED talk from Sheryl Sandberg. And she talks a lot about that just set the bar high and go for it and then work things out later. That was kind of her point. But once you do leave the workforce, once people leave the workforce, it's difficult to return. Many don't return.